It's always easy to talk yourself out of sitting down to resolve problems, but you don't make progress in any contentious relationship by ignoring the problems or refusing to talk. You make progress by talking. And I think the fact that the United States government, the Trump administration, is deeply committed to making this process work should be seen as very important to Kosovo's future.
Do you see Serbia's leadership willing to solve the issue of Kosovo?
I think it's in their interest, or they wouldn't be participating in this process.
And when this Saturday meeting was announced, Serbia's President Vučić said that first he needs to go to talk to Russian President Putin on 24th of June before flying to Washington. So do you see any role of Russia in these talks?
I think we'll have to see what happens. Oh, and now people say, oh, he said we'll have to see what happens. That means the Russians are going to get involved. I know. Look, let's just wait and see what Ambassador Grinnell and our other colleagues in Washington accomplish with the delegations on Saturday, and no more hypotheticals. Okay, and the question of Russian involvement is a pretty blue sky hypothetical. So let's just focus on what's real.
What about the EU process? Mr. Lajčák, who is the mediator, special envoy from EU, just visited Kosovo last week. He said in an exclusive interview he gave for Rubicon Show, that the EU has the sole mandate from General Assembly's resolution to mediate the talks, and he sees himself as a primary negotiator between the sides. How does US cooperate, or is there cooperation with Mr. Lajčák?
I'm not going to speak for Mr. Lajčák. There's certainly cooperation between the United States and our European friends, and we'll come back to that later.
So, and do you see that the solution will be found between Brussels and Washington and Belgrade and Pristina?
I think you're asking hypothetical questions that I just can't answer, Adriatic. I think there is a role for the United States, there is a role for our European friends, and we'll see what happens next.
And also, Washington asked both sides, Serbia to stop its derecognition campaign, and for Kosovo to drop all the tariffs towards Serbia, and also not to ask for international organization to become member of or international organization. This was highly criticized within Kosovo. It's the first time that Kosovo will not ask to be part of international organizations. Is this temporary?
I think it was necessary to get the parties to the table, and we'll see what happens after that.